All right, gamers, if you could have one wish for Christmas and that had to be gaming related, what would it be? Would it be for a new BR? Are you tired of your Apex, your Warzones, and your Fortnites? Would it be to take skill-based matchmaking out of all games, whether that be Destiny 2, whether that be Call of Duty, whether that be in Valorant, and that would include both ranked and pubs? Or could it be like me, where you're going into Overwatch 2 and you feel like you're in Elo Hell and you are stuck in lobbies that you just don't think you're meant to be in? I could be wrong, but with your help, we're going to analyze some gameplay and see where I should be. So gamers, that would be my wish for Christmas, but in all honesty, I love and appreciate that you're spending your Christmas day with me. So, on that note, if it's your first time here, I'm Soul Betty. You can call me Soul. You can call me Betty. If you hit that like and subscribe down below, you can call me anything you like as long as it's tasteful and we have a little bit of fun. So, most of you, if you're coming back, you've been with me throughout my Overwatch 2 journey. Well, I've spent a lot of hours on this game, and no, not like a veteran, right? I'm at about 200 hours. I never played Overwatch 1, so you could say, nah, that's not really a lot of hours. Well, to me it is, right? Coming from Apex. Apex is still my main game. That is still a lot of hours to put in, say, 60 days. I spent the first season grinding this game in competitive so that way I could see how far up I could get on the competitive ladder. I made it as far as Gold 2, but through my journey, I did learn that just because you get to Gold 2 doesn't mean you stay in Gold 2, and I ended up finishing Season 1 of Overwatch 2 in Gold 4. Easy peasy, fast forward to this season, started out at Silver 4, stayed in Silver 4 through my first card, or what we would call my first 7 wins, and then moved up fairly quickly. I think I went to Silver 2 on my next 7, and then went up to Gold 5 on my next 7. I lost 1 on my next 7 card, and ended up staying in Gold 5, which is really weird to me. That's where I'm at right now. Now, here's why I think I'm in Elo Hell. Yes, I'm fairly new to the game, and I would imagine that the game understands that and is probably looking at how many hours that I'm putting in versus my skill. Totally understand that. To stay in Gold 5 after having a 7 win with 1 loss on my streak and not moving up at all, that was a little bit disheartening. Feeling like I top listed, but maybe I didn't. You know, I'd have pretty good DPS along with pretty good heals. Most of the time, I'd be the top healer in those games in the gold lobbies. Not every time, but most of the time. I'd say probably 75% of the time. I really felt like I should have been moving up the gold ladder a little bit quicker. But I could be wrong, and that's where I need your help. Let me know in the comments down below what your experience has been, especially if you're a higher level player. And when I say higher level, I mean higher level than me. You don't have to be a Masters or a Grandmasters to answer this question. You could be Platinum, you could be Diamond, and so on and so forth. And just let me know what your experiences are. Now, I really do feel like I play as a good teammate for the most part. The only time I really deviate from being a good teammate in the support role is if I'm getting pooped on by the other team, right? Maybe it's a Widow, maybe it's a Pharaoh, whatever that case might be. If my teammates can't keep me alive, then I'll go strictly or a heavier balance in DPS. I'll do 70% DPS, 30% heals. So that's really the only time I kind of deviate from that. But my experience this season has been I haven't needed to do that because I've actually had some pretty good teammates. Now, where I do see the gap in a lot of the games that I lose is that our DPS typically is down. Tanks have been pretty even all season, I feel like, in all the lobbies that I've been in. There hasn't been really like a big tank difference. It really typically comes down to DPS, which is kind of crazy. Now, you could say the underlying issue is in some of those games, maybe us as healers don't do quite as well as the other team, but I haven't experienced that. So just some comments and some commentary on where I feel like on that. Now, where I feel like I should be is probably in higher level gold lobbies or even flirting with platinum, but I just don't know because I haven't played the game long enough, and I'm looking at my gameplay, and maybe some of the moves that I'm doing in my game is what's really holding me back from getting to that next level. So In the background, you see some of my recent games that I've played in comp, so you can kind of see how my playstyle is. Based off my playstyle, I'm wondering if maybe I'm just a little bit too aggressive playing, say, Moira or even Lucio to really get to my full potential and see where I should be at as a support player. And that's where I would ask for some of your feedback to tell me, like, am I just being a little bit too aggressive? I have set up with one of my friends that we're going to do a little bit of a coaching session so we can see if she can help me with my gameplay and see if we can just make some adjustments in game while I'm playing, because a lot of the times I will hear the feedback from the community, and it's been great feedback, by the way. Everybody that I've heard from has really helped improve my game and the enjoyability of this game. But sometimes it doesn't always resonate, because once I get in game and I'm in that moment and the emotions are running high, sometimes I might forget things like, tap heals on Moira versus just holding down heals. And I can spread my heals out longer and also do more healing throughout the game. Now, the highest heals with Moira that I've ever done was 23,000, so I'm trying to beat that. And I think the highest DPS I ever did was like 14,000 total. So a lot of work to be done there, but I think that with some of that work, I think that we really could be in platinum level lobbies. So again, take a look at my gameplay in the background and tell me, what do you think? Is that a good wish for this Christmas? Is that a good wish for me to really grind to that platinum in this season? And my ultimate goal is to get up to diamond within one season. So by the end of season 3, I would like to be in diamond lobbies, and I would like to do this from a solo perspective. So that is the mission, and that is what we're doing on our Overwatch 2 journey. Again, I would love to hear from you folks. And again, it is Christmas Day, so I bring you this kind of lightheartedly, something that I'm looking for and really grinding to, and I'm hoping that it resonates with you folks so you can set some goals out there to really advance your gaming skills, whether that might be Overwatch 2, whether that be Apex, whether that be Valorant, and to ultimately have fun with friends while you're playing the game. This year coming up, you're going to see a lot more Warzone out of me. Love playing that game right now, especially the DMZ is a lot of fun. You're going to see me kind of revisit Apex because I've been taking a break from it. Still love the game, but just wanted to get away because it was getting pretty sweaty, especially with the community being lower. And I've been focusing a lot on Overwatch because I want to see if I can make it to Diamond. And if you've got some tips that's going to help me get there, let me know down below. If you've been with me for this long, hit that subscribe button. We've been doing a lot of great things this last 3 months, and we want to continue to grow, and we're doing that because of you. And with that, I'm going to leave you with this, gamers. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas, a wonderful week, and we will see you back here on Wednesday with a brand new video. And we'll also throw some analytics out for Sunday, the new year, so you can see what we've done in the last 90 days as a group. We hit things like 30,000 views, which is awesome, and 500 watch hours, which is also awesome for such a small community. We are getting a lot of things done, and that is because of you. So again, have a wonderful week, and I hope to see you guys back on Wednesday.